So the next fight that we're going to go over was a fight between, it was actually a relatively recent fight, but it was a real big deal in the UFC because it's the first time this submission had ever been hit in the UFC. The submission is called the Twister. And the fighter who hit it is a Korean guy. You know, if I could ever pronounce his name, great. But they call him the Korean Zombie because one of his first MMA fights, like in the ring, like big pro level fights, he was getting beat up so bad he just looked like he was completely out, and he just came back to win it. So they just called him the Korean Zombie. It's his nickname now. And he hit the Twister against Leonard Garcia in the UFC not too long ago. It was a pretty big deal. So we're going to go into the setup itself. We'll start again on the back mount. So let's say Jim's sitting down. I got his back. This is where they work. So we're here in position, in back mount position. Again, one arm over, one arm under. I'm never both over unless I'm choking them. And I'm never both under. I've always got one and one for a good harness. It keeps me in good position. I still can threaten my choke, but I'm still attached to him. So this is the position I'm starting off in. Now, in order to hit this twister technique, the Korean Zombie fella had to tilt off to his side in order to access it. The twister is actually a little bit of kind of like a spine lock, or kind of like a shoulder and an upper spine lock. So as I twist off to the side, what I'm going to do here is I take my bottom hook and I kick it through. So you see how my bottom hook is a little deeper now. Initially, when we're sitting forward, they're both kind of shallow. This is usually where I want to keep my hooks, right near the level of the hip. I don't like them to be like at his kneecap. He's going to just shake them free. I'm going to be here, right where his thigh turns into his hip is where I want him. But as I tilt him off to the side, I'm going to kick this bottom hook through so it's deeper. Now, I triangle my legs and I'm going to scoop underneath his foot. Here, where's that foot of his? There we go. See where we are now? There's a little bit of dexterity here. D'Souza does this all the time. One, loop, through. So this is the position I'm getting on his lower body. As you can see, Jim, try to turn back into me. It makes it very, very difficult for him to turn this way because his bottom hip is completely locked down. This by itself is not really going to hurt him though. It's just going to keep him in place. I've got to now do something with my upper body in order to finish this setup. So they were here in this position. Korean Zombie fella had him here. He was boom, 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 hammering away with hammer fists, right, making him think about defense. And then after hitting a couple hammer fists, he transitioned this arm over and came through the armpit. So now watch. I've got his wrist. I'm hammer fisting. I come under. I bring his arm over my head and loop this arm of mine under his neck. So this is the position I'm in now. I can lock my hands together. So I lock them together like this. I can just make hooks with my fingers. We call this an S grip in wrestling. So he gets an S grip, brings it up at the level of the head, and now as I drive my hips forward, I pull in at the head. Really, really, really easy here. I'm going to get a little tweak on his back, okay? He's going to give me a tap when it's uncomfortable, but clearly not, again, wrong. Like 8 people paralyzed at Black Diamond. Again, totally not the point. All right, you guys will feel a little bit of discomfort. You give an easy tap. I'm here. I drive my hips forward. Tap. Nice and easy, okay? So we'll go through the setup one more time. I'm up in position. Over under. I tilt them off to the side. As I do, I gotta have that bottom hook get deeper. So I rock it to the side, and I kick that bottom hook so it's deeper here. So now our hips are at an angle. I'm no longer directly behind him. I'm gonna hook my foot under his foot here. So I triangle, and then my foot that just finished the triangle is gonna loop under his bottom leg. I'll be walking around. Those of you guys are already confused, all right? Here, at the wrist. Boom, 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 hammer fist, MMA, loop through, pass this over my head. I can hang on to the wrist, come under his head, so my palm is facing away towards Sam here. Grip, and now I'm going to drive my hips forward as I bring my upper body back. Cool. Nice, easy submission. As soon as he's uncomfortable, he's going to go to the back. All right.
Do you want to learn all of these UFC techniques in a free DVD sent to you? We literally have the entire seminar on DVD, and we will send this DVD to you free, shipped, and we're sending them all over the state of Rhode Island simply by visiting blackdiamondmma.com/UFC and filling in the form there, or by giving us a call at 401-308-3229. In addition, you'll also get a copy of my book, The Unexpected Champion, featuring Ben Askren, who's an undefeated pro MMA fighter and a wrestling Olympian. So you'll have all these UFC techniques via DVD from the entire seminar that we did, UFC Techniques Made Easy. And you'll also get a copy of the Ben Askren book sent to you 100% for free. Again, either give us a call at the number there or visit blackdiamondmma.com/UFC.